Hi, I'm Dolan and I'm representing Washington University and St. Louis SPI chapter, and I'm going to demonstrate before you a simple SPI outreach activity that we have designed for middle school students, and we call it the light matter interaction. So we'll start from here. So right here I have a tank of water, and I'm going to show you how light behaves when it passes from water into air. So I have a laser over here, a green laser, and I'm going to shine it through the water. As you can see, right now the light passes only through water and it goes straight to its path and it's getting imaged on the white screen. But what happens when I try to shine it through the air-water boundary? So I'm just going to bend the light. You can see that the light is, the boundary is behaving like a mirror and reflecting back all the light into the water. So this is what is called, what we call as total internal reflection. This happens when light passes from an optical denser medium to an optical rarer medium. Light can bend back into the medium. But if I turn this more and more so that the angle of incidence increases and decreases, what I see that part of the light actually passes through the water into air. So this is what is called refraction. And I have part amount of the light that is getting reflected. So there are at some angles I'll get both refraction and reflection, but at some angles I'll get only totally internal reflection. So this happens with all kinds of light. It's not limited to green or blue or red. As you can see, all these lights are totally internally reflected into the air. So after this, I'm going to show you how light behaves when it passes through biological tissue. So I have a jar of milk here. I have chosen milk because the optical properties of milk in terms of scattering pretty much mimics biological tissue. And then I have laser with 3 different colors: blue, green and red, which have 3 different wavelengths. So blue has the lowest wavelength and red has the highest, and green has something intermediate. So I'm going to show you how light with different wavelengths behave when they are in the body. So if you can come here, and I'm going to shine the blue light first. So I'm shining the blue light through the milk. As you can see, light is getting spread. It's not a straight line, it's getting spread all throughout the media. What if I compare it with green? It is also getting spread, but as you can see, green passes through much higher depth than the blue light. So what we learned is light of a higher wavelength actually has a higher depth of penetration through milk and thus through biological tissue. I could take the red here and show that it has an even deeper depth of penetration into the body. So as I said that milk mimics biological tissue, I'm going to demonstrate the same using my thumb. I'm going to shine the blue light and, oh sorry, this is the green light. This is the blue light. As you can see, you can barely see light passing through the tissue. What if I use the green one? You can see something going past this tissue. But guess what? If I use the red light, you have it all throughout your body. So this basically shows that light with a higher wavelength has a higher tendency to pass into the body. That's why for biomedical imaging and biological imaging, we use light with higher wavelength, preferably red or infrared. Infrared has even higher wavelength than red. So with these 2 activities, what I have shown you that some very important day-to-day natural phenomena that light has with matter. But right now, I'm going to switch over and I'm going to use something called optical filters, which is basically a man-made or an artificial object that has desirable optical properties. So I have this lens mount, and this thing right here is called an optical filter. So it's a specially designed object, and it's designed in such a way that it induces selectivity into the light to the light passing through it. So this particular optical filter won't let blue light pass through, but would let light with a higher wavelength to pass through. So I'm going to demonstrate that using my lasers. So this is the white screen. First, oops, I'm sorry. So this is the blue light over here, and I'm going to shine it through the filter. I see that nothing is passing through it. But if I use the green one, it straight passes through. What if with the red one, it also passes through? So this particular optical filter passes through blue, doesn't let blue, but lets green and red pass through. There are different other optical filters with different types of selectivity that we use for biological imaging. So that's all.